I've gotten tons and tons of questions about how to reset your tower garden in between the seasons. Here's how you do it. Get yourself some of this citric acid on Amazon. Start taking your tower garden apart. Preserve the plants that you want to preserve. Do this when it's, like 60, 70 degrees. In the evening is a really good time to do it, so you have all night to soak your pots. Remove the plants that have outgrown the tower garden or outgrown the season, like this beautiful basil and this chive. I've gotten gallons of chives and basil, or chived and basiled out. Look at that monster. So this thing was 6 feet tall. Okay, so I'm going to show you in this tower garden, same thing, only I've removed a tower further down because I had a gigantic plant that I wanted to get out right there. So it was time to take that out. I'm saving the plants that I want to save, putting everything else, piling it up into this. I have an extra base, so I'm piling it up into the base, but you could do a big tub. You can get these big tubs from Tractor Supply. Adding about a cup of citric acid, filling it up with water. I can use some salsas if I want also. And I'm going to soak all this, and then I'm going to wipe it all off with a magic eraser. And then I'm going to reassemble my tower, and I'm going to place my plants as I'm reassembling. And that's sometimes you need two people to do if you have a big plant, like a big unstable plant like that pepper there. That's going to be a little bit top heavy. And so I may need my husband to come out and help me, but I'll probably get it because I've been doing this for a while. And then reassemble, put everything back together. Boom, you're done. Now, this is for refreshing, but in the summer, I will actually take all these pots, and after I do the soak with citric acid, wash them up with soap, I will actually disinfect them with a bleach solution. But I'm not going to do that today because my goal today is to simply refresh this and put in some plants to change the season up. This lettuce cool. Look at the roots. It's just beautiful. It's this brilliant green color. I'm going to take this in and eat it. I pulled it out of the tower garden. It was in that little spot right there, and there's a couple more coming up behind it. So I think I'm just going to eat this whole thing today. Like, I just might eat it raw right now. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Okay, here we are, all cleaned up and ready to grow. And I am supporting this big pepper here with a trellis. I put it back in, but just take a little weight off of it. I'll get a little trellis for this branch too. And I replanted more peppers. I put some Chinese cabbage in, some cheddar cauliflower, pure Sakaba broccoli. This is a romaine lettuce that I'm popping in. Baby bok choy, green beans on the other side. I have two kinds of tomatoes. A little behind on these tomatoes. Like, really, they should be this size by now, but I do have a couple that are this size too. You really want your tomatoes giving you fruit before the first freeze, if you get freezes. I kept this big giant Korean squash in there, even though summer is over and this is really a summer, but it's still giving me lots and lots of squash. So it looks a little bit scraggly, and it will. After you clean it up and do all that, it's going to look a little scraggly. And if you notice, I didn't clean everything perfectly. I didn't scrub the inside of the pots. I didn't scrub the bottom of the pots. My goal was really just to get this reassembled and put new plants in for fall. Things that are going to do very well in the cold weather, like the broccoli, the broccolini, like the cauliflower, the choy. Green beans always do good. And they do, so my goal was not to make a picture perfect, beautiful tower. It was to just clean it up. Actually, some of that dirt and stuff on there, we'll just rinse off with the hose because it just happened when I reassembled it. But yeah, so hour and a half, and I've got the two towers done. And I think that is just important to do every season when you're redoing your plants. Go ahead and give your tower garden a quick cleanup. Get those roots out of there, because here's the thing: if the base is filled with rotting roots, that's going to use up all the oxygen. and you're going to have plants that struggle. So gosh, I just gotta sort of admire this green bean plant over here. Come with me while I admire it. Isn't this a beaut? Wow. I can't wait to get fresh green beans. There's gonna be so many. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. Enjoy your gardens.